Welcome back. This is part 3 of the 74-200 North Dakota truck revival, if you want to call it that. So in the last video, everyone saw that the truck runs terrible, but it runs. Needs a tune-up, definitely needs tinkering, whatever. Well, instead of ordering a tune-up kit, figured we'd come into the old engine stash junk room, and this 392 I pulled out of a 74-100 probably about 8 years ago and parted out. It was a good engine, but it had a fresh tune-up in it. So while it's sitting in here, I might as well just pull the plugs, wires, cap, rotor, and points out of this engine, because I have no plans for it to go in a truck anytime soon. And we'll just ball on a budget and throw all this stuff in the other truck. So let's get after it. Alright, so we got the plugs out. They're a little black, I guess, but I remember this engine had a thermal quad on it that didn't run hardly at all, so they're probably just pretty rich, but they were brand new plugs. I mean, the thing only yard drove after the tune-up. I mean, you can see the rotor's like brand new. Got the cap wires off, marked all the wires so I know the orientation of those. Once I get all the old stuff pulled off the green truck, I'll stick the old plugs and cap and stuff back on this so stuff doesn't get dirty or damaged, whatever, for as long as it sits here. So now that we got the tune-up parts ripped off that other engine, it's time to start back on this thing. I did end up pulling the seat out. It already smells way better in here, letting that thing just air out. But the original color is a really nice looking color. Also got more crud dug out from the rust on the floors. Not sure if I'll tackle those. Probably won't be right away. Honestly, just get it running and driving first. It's priorities. But now all we have to do is pull the old plugs and wires out, redo the points, and then I do have a new fuel pump on the shelf, which we'll put that in too, and then just do a little auxiliary can. A lot of guys put a 1 gallon can or jug in there, run it off that, and fingers crossed it'll run a lot better. So we're all set up, ready to pull plugs, wires, cap, rotor, and points. I'm not going to get too crazy probably about routing just yet. I see a lot of the clips are still here. You got the 2 on the thermostat housing, and then 1 down here on the valve cover. This one's missing over here, but then we got a bunch of the little, just kind of, I guess you can call them floating clips. But we'll probably worry about tightening them up. I'll just get them installed and then kind of route them either afterwards or at a later date. But let's get started on that, and I'll throw you on time lapse. So all the plugs are out. As you can see, they are old and crusty. That one's pretty wet. That cylinder probably wasn't hitting. So I'll get these newish ones put in. They're all gapped to 30 thousandths. Again, here's some of the old crusties. And no, I'm not running them home with the electric ratchet. But yeah, you can see cylinder 3 is pretty wet. But we'll get these new ones put in and keep going with the rest of the tune-up. see in the time lapse, I did the points, re-gapped those, and then now we got the plug wires on. Didn't do nothing pretty. We'll see if it runs and everything, and then we'll get all these little dividers and stuff kind of situated once everything's good to go. But just on there, kind of rough and loose for now. Got the new fuel pump on. I just ran a little chunk of hose, I don't know if you can see that, a little inline filter, so that should be good. And then we just got the suction going right into the 1 gallon jug there. A lot of guys do it like that. I know, like 406 Garage Ben, he does that quite a bit. Works good. Just a clean little fuel system. We don't know what's in the main tanks, so let's prime the bowls. And got my little bottle of mixed gas here we'll use up. Doesn't go in there for crap, I guess. Do a little bit down the intake itself. All right. Oh, I didn't bring my small screwdriver. Let's see. Oops. All right. She's in neutral. Let's see. Oh, we gotta set the choke too. All right. See what she does. Now it sounds like we don't have spark. All right, take 497. Well, at least we have spark now. Tip the camera sideways, that's nice. Give her a little more juice. All right. We got fuel spraying. What do we got here? Oh, we got a nice, it's getting dark, but look at all that. That hose is blown, so let's change that out quick and get back to it. Okay, fuel hose is fixed. New clamp on there. Just an FYI, guys, don't buy hose clamps at Harbor Freight. They're all garbage. You go through about 6 of them before you still don't find a good one. So, oh, come on. All right, got the fuel leak fixed. having to touch the carburetor. See if the lights work. Oh, baby. Headlights. No tail lights. Suppose you guys can't see anything. Might move some of this stuff and we'll see if it moves forward and reverse a little bit. Okay, got a couple things moved. Got my racing seat. Everybody has a milk crate racing seat, don't they? Can't see because I have all the lights in here. She starts good. Oh, just broke my milk crate. Clutch feels good. We're moving forward. I probably have no brakes. I'm not even going to hit the pedal. Power steering feels great. You can see the oil pressure gauge does work. Got the truck running last night, as you could see. Did a little movement. It was parked here. Drove it down, turned it around. Obviously not a drive, but it does run and drive currently. Didn't even try the brakes. The reservoir was dry, so I threw a little bit of brake fluid in there, see if I do hit the pedal if something does happen. I doubt it, but let's give this thing a little start and see what it does. All right, here we go. Starts pretty good for no starting fluid or anything dumped on the car.